RedNationBlogga. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for clicking on this video. Please like and subscribe. I don't like to do all that, but like and subscribe, comment, do whatever you need to do. Just tune in. I was watching the Colin Cowherd show, The Herd, as I normally do, 11 a.m. And the first segment of the show, I hear some bullshit. Literally the first segment of the show, and this is a guy who constantly contradicts himself. This is a guy that I tell you guys, like, when people contradict themselves, I don't know, it bugs me. It gets under my skin for some reason. But anyway, don't let me tell you, let me show you.
Is Boston one? I'm not sure. I thought about this last night. What the Celtics are a perfect reflection of what basketball is in the NBA in 2024. They are offensively gifted, and the league's never been more offensively gifted. 6 guys on this team could drop 20 points in the finals. You wouldn't be surprised. They're rich. Derek White's their number 3 or 4 starter. He'll make $18 million this year. They're mobile. Drew Holiday, Porzingis, Derek White, not drafted by the Celtics. They're cohesive, team above everything else. That's very much a mantra, international and domestic basketball. And they're a little soft. They're about a 500 team at home in the playoffs the last 3 to 4 years. And they are very, very good and very skilled. But they're not great. And I don't know how to make the Celtics go from very good to great. And that's where it's interesting. JAYSON Tatum's their best player, but offensively, he mostly floats off ball. He does not take the game over. He is not Luka. His personality is not alpha. His usage rate is not that high. It was below Cam Thomas this year, Jaren Jackson. And he's the best player probably on the best team. It's a different world we live in. If you watch the Celtics play on 5 different possessions, they could have 5 different Celtic players score. It would look fantastic. It's almost too collaborative. What do I mean? Because in my entire life in the NFL, even in pitching in the big leagues, in the NBA, there's a Verlander, a Brady, a LeBron, a Steph, an MJ, a Kobe. And Dallas has one. It's called Luka. Get me the ball. I'll get the out. I'll make the pass. I'll get the bucket. And that's not what Boston is. They're really smart and they're really collaborative. And they like to get Derek White involved. And the ball moves beautifully. It's aesthetically pleasing. But it's not old school. And in my life, Mahomes can play poorly. 4th quarter, give me the ball. I'll run for it.
Okay, so let me tell you why I have a huge problem with that. First of all, Colin Cowherd is a walking contradiction. He has been calling Luka Doncic Carmelo Anthony, this era's Carmelo Anthony, for the past 2 to 3 seasons. First of all, Luka Doncic and Carmelo Anthony don't even play the same. They don't have the same career trajectory. Carmelo Anthony didn't make a conference finals until his 6th season in the league. Luka Doncic made the conference finals in 2022. He was drafted in 2018. He's making the conference finals again in 2024, his 6th season in the league. So his sixth season in the league, he's already had 2 conference finals, 1 game away from the finals, and Carmelo Anthony has one under his belt for the entirety 17, 18 years of his career. That's number 1. Number 2, they don't play anything alike. The usage rate, everything. I have seen Colin Cowherd with my own eyes and have heard him with my own ears criticize James Harden, criticize Russell Westbrook for being high usage ball players. How can anybody else get involved when you have the ball all the time? He's also celebrated Steph Curry for being so off the ball, letting everybody else get involved, letting other guys run the show. Now he's criticizing JAYSON Tatum for having a low usage rate. He says, oh, his usage rate isn't at the level of a guy like Cam Thomas. Sorry, I need to grab my light to make it a little bit brighter. His usage rate isn't on the level of a guy like Cam Thomas, who's on a team that's not winning games. So it must be a problem. He must have no dog. He must have no alpha. This is the same Jayson Tatum where in the game 7 last season, we saw him put up 50 points sending Joel Embiid home. The year before that, or 2022, we saw him go to Milwaukee in a game 6 after they dropped the game 5 at home. He had 46 points or something like that, went blow for blow with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jayson Tatum has moments, going all the way back to his rookie season when in the conference finals, he dunked on LeBron James. Where's this notion coming from that Jayson Tatum is somehow scared of the moment? Jayson Tatum is somehow this guy that doesn't want it and that other guys on his team want it more. When has he said that they play an aesthetically pleasing style of ball and that this is the way that basketball was meant to be played. And he's somehow flipping that into a criticism of Jayson Tatum as a player. Why would Jayson Tatum need to go out there and put up Luka Doncic numbers, Nikola Jokic numbers, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander numbers when the moment doesn't call for him to do that? Why would he need to do that? They have not played. The media is doing this strange thing. They're now mad at Boston for winning close games, coming back from down 18 in the playoffs, in the conference finals. They're now using that. But when they blow out everybody, they say, well, they're blowing out everybody. Where is the degree of difficulty? When are we going to see this team tested? So when they're tested, you say they should be blowing people out. And when they are blowing people out, you say that they need to be tested. You have to pick a side. It seems like the media this year is just fishing for stories. This has been a really bad year for NBA media this year. This has been a really, really bad year. They're just fishing for stories, going all the way back to the first round when they said that the Lakers should somehow lose on purpose to avoid the Denver Nuggets. This has just been a bad year overall for the NBA media. It makes no sense. Now they're trying to drive a wedge in between Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum. I want to say one thing. Jaylen Brown deserved Eastern Conference MVP. So did Jayson Tatum. Jaylen Brown had just a little bit more moments in the series versus Indiana than Jayson Tatum, and that's why he won it. And the voting was close. It was 9 voters, and Jaylen Brown won it 5-4. He didn't blow Jayson Tatum out of the water. He didn't blow him out of the water. So this idea, like everything that the media is doing with the Boston Celtics this year is disgusting, and Colin Cowherd is no different. Oh, when the moment is big, Luka says, give me the ball. He's going to create the last shot. He's going to get the final pass. We just saw Jaylen Brown get a crucial defensive stop, get the ball on offense, go down, hit, Drew Holiday or Derek White for the corner 3 to get the 3 ball, to go up 3 and ultimately seal the game and seal the team's chances to go to the finals. And somehow it's a problem because Jayson Tatum wasn't the one doing it. We ask guys to be inclusive. We ask guys to be off-ball stars. We ask guys to be superstars that can lead and know when to get out of the way and when to be the reason. We've seen Jayson Tatum be the reason, and we've seen him get out of the way when others are cooking. What do y'all want? What do y'all want? Why is Jayson Tatum all of a sudden public enemy number 1 in the media? All of a sudden. Nothing that he does is good enough. He got criticized on a game where he had 32 points and 16 rebounds. What are we doing? This is just, that type of criticism of Jayson Tatum it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. It's fishing for stories. It's pushing narratives. You're not doing the NBA community and the NBA fan base as a whole any favors by pushing that type of nonsense. That's not what basketball is about, and that's never what it's been about. Can we stop this, please? Can we stop it? I just saw that video, and I just had to get it out, man. So Please just let me know in the comments what you think. If you agree with Colin Cowherd, if you agree with me, if you have any problems with what the media is doing, let me know, because I am interested. I want to see if people agree with me or if they agree with Colin Cowherd, because I just think it's ridiculous, personally. I just really think it's ridiculous. As always, thank you for watching. RedNationBlogga, out.